Welcome to day 1.5, really 1.25-ish of the Serro Scotty build for Tracy. Now, we had some things going on. We had some weather. I had some plumbing issues I had to go help with. And so we only got 2 hours in on day one. Got a lot done on day one. Just didn't video it. We were kind of wore out, and even after 2 hours, but the rest of the day was the problem. So we're starting here today. We've got a couple of hours in already. I would say total we've got about 4.5 hours in total. And you're saying, have you got a mouse in your pocket? No. Tracy's here. It's her camper. You know the gimmick. She's working. She's helping. And I'm going to let her tell you what she did. Here.
So the biggest thing that I think we've done so far is we took the former flooring, looked at it, and kind of puzzle pieced it all together, which, you know, there's a lot of little intricate measurements that goes into that, and just making sure that we have everything in line with the frame that already exists. So just even putting in the bracing, all that we did here, you know, Rob had to rip those down. What are those, 1x2s?
They're 2x4s ripped down to 2 inches tall.
2 inches tall, yeah. So that was a big piece of everything. It's just making sure that we had all of that in line with the frame. And then the next thing that we came in to do after we got that laid is we looked at the flooring, again, with the plywood sheets to make sure we had the right width and length of the floorboard. And then today we tackled bracing everything down with the carriage bolts, bracing it all down into the frame. And we had a really good time building the box here. And you know, it's not as hard. It's hard, definitely, but you just can't overcomplicate it and piece it together. And I watched Rob, you know, hug the camper to make sure everything got knocked down, and that was half the fun today. But yeah, we're having a good time getting underneath it and getting us all set up so we can get our base down and go up from here.
All right, Tracy's in charge, and she told me I got to get back to work. We'll get back with you here shortly. I know you're asking yourself, Rob, why are you sitting down? I'm going to tell you right now. 2 reasons. Number one, I'm tired. We tore it up these last 10 hours. It was me and Tracy, and shout out to Taylor, came by and just put in the worst job you could do, and that is sanding down the skin. Because we're reusing the skin, and I normally, you know, I don't do that anymore. But this is a second trailer. This is, you know, for my friend's trailer to go with us. So, and the skin's in good shape. But just, it's a dirty job. A dirty job. So, shout out to Taylor. And, but we went really far, and I forgot to video it. So, that's the second reason I'm sitting down, because I want you to look at me now in repose. And during my mea culpa here, I am so sorry, because this has been exciting, and I got excited. You know, I had a team. I'm working my team here. You know, time to lean, time to clean. We're not leaning around here, people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Tracy take you around, and we're going to show you what we got done in the second 10 hours. So the first video of me, and then that first video of Tracy in this right here, that was about the first 10 hours. Now this is the second 10 hours, and I want you to see where we're at.
As you can see, we've made some major progress since our last video. So from the inside here, we have created the walls. We've got them braced up. What I thought was really cool about the walls that I didn't notice before is that the frame extends just a little bit outside the flooring. So these do actually rest on the frame, and then we screw them into the bracing underneath. So I think that was something that I didn't recognize before. And then we've got all our flooring laid down, ready to go. We've also put in the front wall. And again, you can kind of see how we're measuring around and strategizing what we're going to do next with the front kitchen. So Rob and I sat here and we discussed and looked around and measured so we could see where we're going to put our front kitchen, where we're going to put the potty closet, how that aligns with the door, also how that aligns with the sheeting from the walls, and just making sure that we have measured and looked at everything that we need to consider. So here in a little bit, we'll show you what we've worked on and measured out the front kitchen, but this is looking great so far. Everything's going to be the right height, and yeah, we got everything nicely amber shellacked. So we have some extra walls too, so we've created those. We just haven't put them on yet, but we're going to get there.
2 questions. What's with all the tape?
The tape is so that we can map out where we're going to put the front kitchen, so you can see where the top of the counter is going to be, how it aligns with the door. And then we're going to come back and we have the bed. So this whole thing is just going to be a big sleeper for friends and everybody to come hang out with the kids. Everybody can just get in here, sleep, or do what they need to do in the front kitchen and have a good time. But yes, so this is us just mapping out our plan. So
and my thought process when we were doing that is we have limited space, obviously. And when you have limited space, I like to mark it out semi-permanently, and just so that we can go to the 1/2 inch and save as much bed space. Now, who in the world painted these odd colors? It's like Easter in here.
These are beautiful. This was the extra paint that we had, and so you're not going to see them.
Right, they're not going to be visible, and we had extra paint, and we're trying to keep the price right.
Right.
All right, let's jump out front here.
Okay. So here's our appliances. This is what we had to measure out to make sure we could get the little fridge to fit and the microwave to fit, strategize where to put it, and then also to account for the sink, and then the tubing that has to go to your water in and water out. It has to go through the potty closet. So this is something we use to measure over and over to strategize where to put it in the front kitchen. And then we also had to account for the little tiny toilet so that we can have it in the potty closet, make sure it fits. Now, not ideal for everybody, but it's gonna serve its purpose. Out here in the front, you can tell that, again, we strategized where we're gonna put our window. We also put in the welting, got everything braced up, and we're ready to rock and roll again today.
All right, let's go out here and look at our beginning project for today.
So, again, like we did, we strategized where we're gonna put everything. We had this braced down last night, so this is adhered to the front. So we need to just router, get everything ready to install the front kitchen, and then Rob's given me a list of my to-dos today. So we're gonna accomplish the kitchen counter, we're gonna accomplish the kitchen cabinet, and finish up the potty closet, hopefully all today.
Maybe. All right, now I promise I won't hold you guys up from seeing, because that is a lot of progress in 10 hours. But like I said, I had help, and I had good help. So, are we going to get this done in 60 hours? This is 20 hours worth. We're going to see. 6 hours later. So we were at 20. Now we're at 6 more. Now, a lot of work was going on, a couple of trips here and there. I don't count those trips. I just count the work. So, want to bring you up to speed after 26 hours. Because look, hey, I'm telling you, that's almost halfway if we meet our 60-hour goal. I don't know if that's even possible. I honestly don't. But I think we're on our way. So I'm going to turn this camera around, and I'm going to let Tracy take you through what we did at milestone 26.
I want to take you inside because, like our list said, we were working on the kitchen cabinet, and the potty closet today. So come check this out. This was a very successful day. So on the potty closet, before we could install anything, we had to make sure that we mapped this out. Again, used our measurements from before, and we built this outside of the camper, and then worked it in, added in the welting, making sure it looks like it's nice and trimmed out. And I think I might be the only other person that amber shellacks a little heavier than Rob does, but we amber shellacked on the outside too. Don't let that distract you. We're going to add another cabinet in later. But we've got our potty closet in. We had worked on this yesterday. We installed today, but you had to wait until you got this done so that everything fits to size. And then this fun project is where we're ending our day today. Just trying to add some spice, some pizzazz to this little camper, putting on the Wilson art so that we have that as an upper cabinet. And I think it's just going to add some extra style.
Well, and it's going to match the countertop.
Yes, that's correct. So we'll get to that. But man, I think the personality coming in here, I still feel like I have a good amount of space for my height of a person. But this has been fun.
All right, and we also, bonus, we put on this 4-foot section of ceiling today. So, all in all, Tracy's killing it. Tracy's killing it on the Easter wheel wells. All right, that's probably going to be it for this one. And we'll see you in the next episode.